Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars week 22, day 4. It is a blue day and we do have the most recent mythic, and with it we're going to be running a couple of teams, or I should say one team, a couple of times. So let's go try it out. We were messing around with it earlier. Actually, it's that team right there. We already got it picked. Perfect. So it is Forest Troll, Apothecary, Queen Mab, and Doomclaw. Still pure blue for a blue day. Has the Forest Troll to get the greens going, Apothecary to loop with it, Queen Mab for the freezes, so we don't need to deal with it, and Doomclaw for, well, the Doomclaw. And there we go. Let's go see what it can do. Hello, Bridget. Oops, let me go move all the chats. Hello, Bloodstained. Hello, Gilax. Welcome all. Welcome, welcome. Well, let's start moving things until board does something. Green to blue. Looks nice. Anything else on the board? I'll take it. We get Skull distracted. And then we just double green into the win. Nope, no extra turn. We have red alignment. I'll take it. I don't want to have to do it on green, so we'll definitely take it there. That gives us full mana, and now we get Mass Frozen. Now we can get a ability down. Gotta double check the board, make sure everything is good. Looks perfectly fine. Let's try devouring something. We get 0. And so it begins. 0 devour for days. Sounds like a plan. Alright, let's do this on red. Where to move, where to move. Brown Surge would be great. I'll probably take the brown blue just in case it doesn't. So we took the safety move, didn't even need it, but oh well. No way of knowing it would have surged. We can kill that and try for the devour side. Nope, 0 devour again. 2 in a row. That is not good. Can't even get rid of yellow right now for an extra turn. Green we can, though obviously we don't want to. But if it's our only choice, I will. Nope, we have purple as well. So we'll go for that. Get a lot more value out of that. 2 different options. I guess we can get rid of yellow now in case he somehow gets his ability off, which is quite likely at this point. And now we have another one of the mythic. Will he finally get a devourer? Yeah, we go for you. Yeah, there we go. Finally. So I did get a devour. Fortunately on the one that had full mana too, so that worked out great. Gotta remove everything else on the board. Don't really need the skull, so I'm gonna leave them as is. Deliberately. Any way to drop that? No, there isn't. So move that over. And so many skulls. He definitely has plenty of options if he wants to go take one. Devour, go. Nope, didn't get it again. I actually can hit him with Devour, by the way. In that positioning. It will hit, it doesn't hit based on adjacent. It hits based on whatever is above or below. It doesn't need to be specifically adjacent to it. There we go. 1 mana short, of course. Why would it not be? Is that enough damage on its own? Yes, it is. And down he goes. So how do we even do on that? Score-wise, not too bad. 1-2-2-8 for the first battle. Seems about average. Gonna probably use it for all 5 of them just to get a really good example. This might be my new blue team, actually. Starting to get tired of using the drain spam. Also, hello, War. Hello, D. Hello, Henny. Hello, Peter. Hello, Amanda. Hello, SBM. Hello, Timothy. Hello, Crazed Border. Hello, Maximuse. Hello, Nautical. Hello, Paul. And hello, Bloodstained and Bridget. I believe that's everyone. And Gilax. Welcome all. Let's see. Oh, thanks for the good luck. Is this stream on? Yes, the stream is on. Is it not showing up on your side? Should be. Oh, you were looking for a new blue team? Yeah, I know, I was too. And the main reason I didn't really do much else was there wasn't really anything else that would work. But now that we have this new mythic, I might start using this as my blue team. I don't really see why not. It works pretty well. We were using it a bunch earlier, and it was doing perfectly fine. Not the greatest team out there, but as far as a good green Guild War team, it gets the job done pretty easily. One thing I like too is we don't need to worry about freeze, since we can just use the Apothecary to get out of it like that. So boom, right out the freeze. Don't even need to have any concern about a Queen Mab or a Bone Dragon. Or then again, I normally wouldn't have any concern about a Bone Dragon, but you know, I just get away those pesky freezes just so they don't get in the way. are always nice. Even right now I could go remove it, though I don't have any direct need to. We'll just go for the Devour chance. Very nice. Double Devour. Very nice. Okay. Where's our extra turn? Don't make me do it on green. I will if I need to. But yeah, it's green. Whoops. Not that big a deal though, but that means we can't use our doubling of the green until more get onto the board. So that might put us out for a little while. We'll go kill him with that. Don't you dare get an instant kill. Okay, good. That can hit through Impervious too, by the way, even though we don't have anything with Impervious. But if we did, that would hit through it. No, move that over. I keep forgetting. I thought he had Impervious for a moment. It's like, nope, it's only immune to Devour. Kind of like Impervious, just nowhere near as strong. Also, speaking of Impervious, he has Impervious, so I need to be wary of that, so I can't actually throw a Queen Mab at him. What I can do, though, is one-shot him with that. And down he goes. Good evening, Maximuse. What did you end up saying there? Only took 9,000 seals. Saved everything. No VIP keys, no glory, no gem keys. Oh, did you end up getting it, though? The Mythic? I sure hope so, if it took that many resources. Also, don't forget the new kingdom's coming around the corner, too. So you might want to start saving your glory keys a bit for that. Start getting reserve if you didn't already. If they're doing it on the same time, it should be 2 weeks from now. We will be getting the new kingdom. Not next Friday, but the Friday after next Friday. As far as the troops in there, it should be kind of decent. It'll likely have a few submerges. It's going to have a lot of like board manipulation kind of troops. Should be a fun kingdom. After not getting Yasmin at all, you weren't getting your hopes up, but you actually got this one. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. He's a fun troop. He is something I will be using probably for Blue Guild War Day, even after this week. Initially, I was like, I'm probably not going to use this much after the week, but no, he will. He'll still have his purpose. Yeah, outside of Guild Wars, I don't believe I'm going to be using him much. Not that he's horrible in PvP, it's just he's way too random for my taste. There's already enough random factors in this game, we don't need even more. And he is excessively random. Like last battle, we kept getting zeros, then we just got a random 2 Devour. It goes all over the place. He can either be amazingly good or horrifically awful. Problem is he has no consistency between the two. Unlike some troops. Speaking about that, there is nothing we can do right now. Get the skull, but he's entangled, so that doesn't matter. No, we still don't have any alignment on this. We can throw it for the browns. I don't think it's worth it, though. I meant on the reds. I might need to, though, just so we... You know what? I'm going to do it. Nothing else, he doesn't go for it on Alchemist. If we would have missed that, that would have been quite awful. We didn't, though. Or for the Devour. Oh, wait. He's going to drain it. No. Yeah, no. It depends if he cleanses or not. Do we trust him to cleanse? I assume it won't. There we go. Nice. So it didn't cleanse. We guessed correctly. Let's go get those purples. And that's definitely a really solid board for those greens to double. I'll move that down. Double the greens. And now we have everything we need. No extra turns we need to take away. Even better. That should be enough damage to kill it. Even better on top of that. Another Devour. There we go. Now keep that luck every single battle and we will be perfectly fine. Do we get rid of this? I think we have enough enrage to win. Let me double check. We need 71 damage. I would need him to enrage off an extra turn. I would need him to enrage off an extra turn. I would need you to enrage off an extra turn. Well then, that didn't quite work out. Also, I didn't even get him enough mana either. Fail. The plan there was to get him enough mana. Okay, he took that to lose his turn. I'm fine with that. Though I'm not fine with us not being able to take any mana that we need. Not to mention we can't double green due to the previous move trying to get all the mana. Another Skull Distract that does 0 damage. Oh, the other one did 1 damage. Ooh! 1 damage, rolling big. Brown Surge isn't even enough. Still need it though. Oh, there goes Famine. Oh, there literally goes Famine. Oh. Well, that came out of nowhere. And I have no way of redeeming that either. Well, that's not good. Goal isn't enough, but it will bring him into one-shot range. Problem is I don't have a way to go for a skull. Not even a chance at a skull at either of these locations. No, he's trying. We could try to blue over and 1 in 7 chance. Nope. And that's every chance we have. There's nothing else we can remove now. Oh, actually there is one chance. We can take green into a yellow into its skull. Though the chance of that happening is so low that we're just going to take the blue. I'm kind of curious though. Would there have been a yellow there and a skull there? No, neither of them would have been there. So good thing we didn't try going for that. Well, we lost a troop. We don't have a way of getting that back, so that's a little unfortunate. Generally, we'd end up winning before that ever became a thing. Oh wait, 1,444. Was that our third battle? That's actually really solid for losing one troop if that was our third battle. Huh, it was. Interesting. Even when a troop lost, it still scores decently. Wow, we would have broken 1,500 on that battle if we wouldn't have lost that one. You know, this team might actually be pretty decent. Doesn't seem like it is as far as its speed, but of course speed isn't everything. It's how much damage and how much mitigation you can do to them too. How quickly you can win, how much mana you can accumulate, and how much you can basically damage the enemy more than they damage you. And this team is relatively protective. Since it has the entangle, it has the slightly higher durability. And we do not have a move. I see this. He's gonna take the green after though, which is what I don't want him doing. Wish this blue would go straight into it. I need a way to take green, but there isn't one. I'll move that up. Oh, I just keep it reds. Oh, there goes that. Yeah. No, I froze him back. And then we can take the greens we finally need. If nothing else, at least we get the greens. I can also try for a red over here for an extra turn. Nope. I gave him one. We were not able to take one from him, though. Let's go just take out the red since they weren't going to give us anything good anyways. And double the green. Now that we're not frozen anymore. And now to test our RNG. Can we devour? Go. No. Take 2. Can we devour? Round 2. Make sure we took everything. Everything? Okay. Okay, round 2. Can we devour? There we go, we got one. And throw this down on reds. Do we double? Yeah, I think we double. Go for the greens. Got it. Full mana. Move that up. Take as minimal extra turns as possible to not waste our score. And do this on the first slot since we'll die first anyways. Queen Mab. What are you doing? Okay, we'll go blue. We'll give it to full. Oh no, it won't be full mana. So we'll take this. Double it. You know what? I could have probably gotten a free Queen Mab in there. Oh well. Move that up. And go for the Devourer chance. There we go. And that is match. Hello! Name I have no clue how to pronounce. Welcome! You couldn't hear your response with the Justice team. What was the Justice team thingy? Sorry. Bloodstained. What was your question thing? You notice you can surge on 4 times matches. Did they change the mechanic back? It's a bug. You shouldn't be able to surge on 4 times. Are you on mobile? Let's see. What was your Justice team thing? I didn't see it. Bloodstained. Use a Justice team? Oh. I can't use a Justice team on Blue Day. It doesn't really work, as weird as it may seem. The main reason is, if you were to try going like the Corvash Justice Queen Mab version of a Justice team, you need a Valkyrie to fill it. You can't not put something like that on the team. It is way too clunky without a proper mana generator, and it would never end up working into a loop, particularly if they have like a Scion or Famine. Like against a team like that, it would instantly fail. By like turn 5, it would already be called a game, and we would have lost. It just doesn't have the mana capability when it's the entire team of blue. Whenever you use a Justice team, basically half your team needs to be blue. 2 or 3 is the sweet spot for it. You can't go 4. Even 3 I try to avoid just because it's a little bit too much blue. You definitely can't get away with 4 blues for a Justice team. Oh, final battle. Let's see what it can do and see what the final score is. Can you recommend any teams with Grim? Grim, you generally need to have a burner with. It's almost impossible not to use him with one. Demonstraxia is the best dragon burner if you want to go down the dragon route. Other options you have is if you have a Euro Fire Mantle, he works pretty good. Shegor works pretty good. And if you somehow have it, an Infernus would be the best option. Though you could use any of the other options I mentioned if you don't have him. And other than that, you basically just build a bunch of mana generators into it. My personal favorite is Dark Troll plus, Rock Troll plus Dark Troll. And the reason you do this is because a Rock Troll, Dark Troll can loop all the browns and purples you need. And of course, the particular useful one there is the purple that you'll end up getting. Both of those manas do bleed into it, but of course the purple is the one you actually want to have spammed all over the board. So it comes in handy quite a bit. So, speaking about boards, we get a better one. Okay, ideally we take a green right here. Of course, there's none available. Brown? Nope, didn't get it. Still no green. Almost feel like I need to deny him with a purple. That or just go brown and hope we get lucky. I do not like what the greens are on this board. Oh, we still managed to extra turn it, so I guess it's fine. Though we do not have an apothecary, surprisingly. Can we get the Devourer? Yes, the most important Devourer, we got it. Now see, like, imagine if we didn't get that Devourer right there. How big of a struggle this battle would be. But just because we got the Devourer, it completely changes everything. The randomness of this troop. Do we throw this on, yellows? I will learn colors eventually. No. No, it's too much of a waste of our mana. Big issue now is there's basically no brown on the board. Oh, I managed to get them aligned on the yellow though. Though he ended up taking it, so there's less aligned now. Still gonna go for it, because we'll be able to get the greens as our main mana source right now. Yeah, looks like it. So we'll double these. Should be able to land it pretty easily. And we leave him as is, I think, for now. And then follow it up with the Apothecary on the cleared board that he does. Not enough damage to clear him, though. I could try it now. If we manage to get it on him, we'll have enough to kill him. That, or we could try doing it in between and hope for the double Devour or something. Ooh, or 0 Devours. Well, we would have gotten 0 regardless, I guess. How many blues? 10. Can we not convert it? Because if we don't, we'll have a chance of yeah, never mind. That won't really work out. But we'll have a chance of casting that, and that's going to get a lot of damage right there. I really don't want to use this on green, but it is a lot of mana. What's our other alternatives? Blue? No. Purple? No. Red? No. Yellow will give us some mana, but it has no follow-up at all. We're going to have to do this on green. Nothing else. It denies out the famine very slightly as well. Biggest issue here, though, is that he didn't get up to full mana. I could take a blue into his skull, use that, Queen Mab it. Actually, Queen Mab it now. Oh, is that enough damage? It is. Oh, never mind. Wait, if we get a skull right there, that'd be great. Oh, I didn't get it, but that is enough to kill, of course. Next issue is him, though a single skull will situate that. Brown Surge would be amazing right now. Got it. He'll take skull, and if he didn't, we would have killed him with that skull. And red to that, or do we just take the blue? You know what? We can actually take both. And now we can take that red for the brown and get the skull with a chance of an extra sky skull, which we didn't get. Ooh, that Queen Mab. Wow. A lot of damage. Unfortunately, we did lose a troop there on a battle that counts for quite a bit more. So we are probably going to score under 7,000 now, because losing one on that final battle was worth quite a bit of points. I think that one troop we lost was like 200-300 points alone. That little guy. Well, we still end up scoring a 7,250 right on the dot too. That is a really solid number. Well, there we go. Perfectly fine. So the team did pretty decent. We're also not in first right now, though we have a lot of people who haven't done their battles. One person who hasn't done any, and I think 2 or 3 that have only done partial. So we'll get those soon. And once they come in, we should have a very solid first. And at the moment, we're just barely hanging in onto that second. But it should be fine by the end of the week. Let me go back and chat. You could skull it and entangle it. Did I miss it? Probably. How do you calculate Mab's spell damage? You take her magic and then you add how much mana they have. So for example, let's say the Queen Mab has 20 magic and your enemy has 10 out of 20 mana. That would end up doing 30 damage. 20 because that is how much magic she has, and 10 because that's how much the enemy's mana currently is. So let's get a example real quick. Let me go just find a random thing. Let me go find this Queen Mab over here. Challenges. So this Queen Mab all the way over here. Let's say our Apothecary right here had 5 mana currently, 5 out of 10. Queen Mab casts, she has 5 magic right now. Or actually, that's a bad example. Let's say this has 6 out of 10 mana. So 6 out of 10 mana right there. She has 5 magic. She then casts. She'll gain additional magic from the Arcane. So that boosts that up to 6 magic. Then we have the 6 out of 10 mana here. So that brings that up to 12 because the 6 from her. And then the 5 and then the additional 1. And then she'll do 12 damage to this one. And let's say the Forest Troll had like 3 mana out of 11. It would do the same thing, that 5 plus the 1 from her Arcane, which will bring it up to 6. And then the how much mana he has, which is 3, which would be 9 damage. And so on and so forth. You just take whatever their mana is, plus her magic. And do keep in mind, it's always plus 1 higher because she, assuming she has the Arcane spell, it triggers before her ability actually goes off. So her ability always does 1 damage more to all enemies when she has this trait. And that stacks over time as well. It's a pretty decent combo. Her traits are quite amazing. Same tier as like how overpowered Kraken's traits are, as far as their potential in the game. Hello, Vampire, welcome. Hello, the Metal Gamer. Can I recommend any teams for... Oh, wait, never mind, I already answered the Elmagrim thing. I didn't say hello, though. Let's see. Also, hello, Strawn, welcome. What teams would you... Oh, never mind, that was for Bridget. You're way behind in the war. I didn't read the rest of that. Can you tell you which banner do you recommend for the following team? Anointed One, Mercy, Sakima, Inferno King. A little bit of a hard one. Let's see. What is the other convert that you have? I would probably say double yellow, just so you can get the really solid Inferno King and go by there, because the Sakima creates yellows too. You have the Mercy for yellow. You'll just be able to make sure you constantly get the Inferno King back up with it. And let's see, what else did I miss in chat? I know, I'll get to chat. I just did, Strand. I think I got back through most of the chat. I know, that happens sometimes during Guild Wars and during everything. You can only focus at one at a time, either the game to make sure we win, or the chat. One of the two, or commentary. Actually, there's 3 things I need to focus on. And it's hard to focus on all 3 perfectly simultaneously, which is why a chat normally gets held behind when we do Guild Wars, particularly during Guild Wars, because I need to focus a lot more during that than I would on a normal battle, due to it actually counting for more than just a normal battle. Because normal PvP battle, I don't care if there's actually lose, because there's no real consequence to it. But losing the Guild Wars definitely does have a bit of a consequence to it. That was a bit of a fail there. Well, I'll try for the double devour or anything like that. Try this team. Need thoughts. Gorgotha, Demon Claw, KrissTigger, Infernus, Kraken banner. I was gonna say for a second it looked like you said 5 troops, but it was Kraken banner, not Kraken. Speaking about Krakens, can we double devour Kraken? Go. Nope, 0. 0 devours for the Kraken. Too greedy. Want to double, gets none. Move that over, move that over. Anything else on the board? Doesn't look like it. Go and... Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. They're both exactly the same, except this one has more mana. There we go, the double kill. Well, I said double kill on Kraken. That's not exactly what I meant, but I guess that still gets the job done. Yes, we will be doing dungeons. I'm just going over some teams and messing around with some stuff. But yeah, let's go do the... speaking of teams, let's go do the team that was just suggested and see what this thing can do. So, we need a Gorgotha, Doomclaw, Gorg. Oh, that's Dim. Doom. Wait, what? Double, keyboard work function. I could have brought both of them up with Dooms. Doomstones and Doomclaw. Because Gorgolfa has Doomstone's ability. KrissTigger. And fully blocked as well. And a Kraken. What are we missing? Red? What's the minus red banner? The frozen banner. +2 blue, +1 purple. I guess we could get away with that. Frozen banner it is. Is that the only color we're missing? Should be. Yeah, it is. Okay. So let's get into it against a freeze Kraken. Infinite freeze Kraken. Okay. First order of business. Where do we go? Where to go? I'll take the skull, why not? And gosh, board. Get better. He did not really see anything too particularly good. I want to kind of try for those blues. The problem is anywhere as I move down there is just going to give him a lot of value. I might just go for the purple to get the crystallize going. If nothing else. Even though we don't directly need it at the moment. So we'll take a green here just so he doesn't go crazy. And he does indeed pure miss. Red we do not use, but I do want to remove it off the board. Then again, he doesn't use it either, but oh well. Less on the board, one less thing to worry about. And more alignment for the future. Neither of us are doing anything, wow. Blues I don't really need at the moment. We'll just take the green. And now we can finally do something, so please land. 0 Devour, of course. Let's see. Well, I might as well just go straight into the blue then. We're not getting any Gorgolfa mana. Barely coming up at all. Oh, you know what? This guy would have been great in the last slot against this particular team, just so we don't have to deal with the Devour and everything. So these greens right here, I do need to take off the board. Normally I would take this for a 3-pair. I think I'm going to take it for a 4 just so we, one less green that he needs to use. Plus we get some damage from the Kraken. Okay. So we're frozen on brown, we're frozen on green. Frozen on a little bit of everything. Let's just... Oh wait, I can't even do that because then he gets a bunch of green. I gotta remove something. Might just have to remove green. Yeah, it looks like we'll just have to remove green. Another failed Kraken, which is good because ours is also failing, so we get to fail together. Blue will not get mana quick enough. So I think I'm still gonna try it. Got it. Okay. That's nice. But we're gonna die any second now. Yep. I have not seen a 4x Queen map wipe for a while. Very interesting. But yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. Biggest fault I'd really say is you're missing a color on an explosion team. Generally, when you run an explosion team, you'll want to cover everything. Let's go see what this can do against a bunch of undead. Shouldn't lose against this. But yeah, very rarely do you ever run a explosion team without every color. Unless it's Guild War or something. And this isn't Guild War because it's not a pure of any color. At least we're getting better Gorgolfa this time around. So we'll be able to get that rolling and go from there. So we'll move that up. Get that down. Take red down. Get the purple up there. Skull. And much better restarts. I want a yellow or brown here. Trying to find a way to kind of maneuver into one. And we don't get it, but he left it there for us, so we can just take a brown. Taking a brown instead of yellow since it bleeds into the other troop. We can finally get our first Gorgolfa off. We didn't get a single Gorgolfa all last battle. Not a single one. Did we go for this? Not enough damage, is it? Oh no, it is, because we have enough enrages. Never mind, I was off by 1. Never mind, that's not enough. Well, we'll go and wipe it out with those. All the little pokes. And then we go for the Kraken Devour. Oops, there's no reds anymore. I mean, no blues anymore. Whoops. Okay, we'll just move that over then. Take a skull. And cracking it out. Down it goes. It's Friday, giving Tacet the Terror an excuse for missing the Infernus last slot. Wait, what? Oh, was it supposed to be Infernus? Oh! Yeah, that would make more sense. Oh, I see. Christine X Infernus, Kraken banner. I read it in a way that I read Kraken as the final thing. So I was like, oh yeah, Kraken. That would make more sense. Oops, I typed Kraken again. Oh, that's great. That's great. Yes. Because the way I read it when I went to go get the final troop, I read it from the back because I assumed the last one I would read would be the final troop, but it was Kraken banner. I just read Kraken, so I was like, oh yeah, Kraken. Okay, that makes a little more sense now, because we have a double explosion to use, and of course it covers all colors now, which is very good. And we'll go do Kraken banner. Yep, I'm out of it. I am definitely out of it. Definitely out of it. Okay, Kraken banner. Oh, that was what even? That's great. Now we got it. Okay, let's move the brown over there and get the last little bit of mana we need, which is nowhere to be seen. Take the green. And we don't have any... Oh, we do have a drop. Purple to purple. And that will go into Infernus and get our crystallized that we need. He has that. I ideally want to take a green here, but we can't. We'll just take a yellow and explode whatever's left, or take a bunch of green if he misses, and he doesn't. Well, there goes Infernus, so I guess it doesn't matter if I had a Kraken there or not. It would have died regardless. Though we did get a nice benefit of burn, though Kraken would have done about the same thing as in his extra turn damage. So we're basically down to exactly what we already were at from the previous time. Oh, no Devour. That is very bad in this situation. See, it didn't even matter if we had Infernus there. Still plays out the same. Okay, I really need you to cast to backwall that. Oh, good. Perfect timing. So now we can backwall that. I want to get the Devour off. We can't go for it now, though. Get rid of blue just so it doesn't get an extra turn. I say that and it gets 4, 5. He gets 5 extra turns. Well, that strategy didn't quite work out. That is for sure. Let's go and try that. Didn't get any Devour again. Well, round 3. Let's try this again. I see what you're going for, though, with the quick Devour. The problem is, it's not wanting to Devour. If it was Devouring, that would be great. Problem is, it's not happening. Okay, blue Surge into anything. Yep, need to get super lucky right now. I need this to double Devour or Devour first slot, either or. Ooh, okay. We have a chance. He's actually huge right now. And he's immune to Devour too, which is convenient. Rip. Well, we got one left, and that's all we need because he has immune to Devour. Might get Demonic Pact too, never mind. I can't even talk quick enough. 7 HP. I don't think I do anything with that yet. We have Enrage, so basically what we can do right here is kill this, hope it devours, then kill it with a Skull the following turn. Okay, it doesn't devour, and then kill it with a Skull the following turn. There we go. Well, that was a lot closer than it needed to be. It didn't quite work out for us. Let's see. It would help if they didn't name a banner after the actual troop. Yeah, that does make it a little bit confusing. Kraken banner and, of course, the Kraken troop. It was also really annoying that there's an orc named Orc, and there's a goblin named Goblin. Those are also pretty annoying. The goblin named Goblin. And these were named before there was ever classifications for troops, which is why they're like this. And they never bothered changing the name. But yeah, there's a goblin called Goblin, and there's an orc called Orc, which is very confusing. It was like, go use Orc. Which Orc? Orc. The Orc. But yeah, there's an orc named Orc, and there's a goblin named Goblin. Let's see. Yeah, this team has potential. We can try it again. I see what it's going for. The problem is he's way too luck-based to depend the entire team on him getting a bunch of Devours. We'll try it again. See if we can get a little bit better of a luck. Better of a luck. Okay, Skull, we obviously just leave for him. Stats are a little bit lower too, so it should be pretty easy. Get it rolling. Biggest threat, I'd say, is Queen Mab out of everything on his team. And again, Double Wisp is still really annoying. Never underestimate the power of Double Wisp. Not to mention his Wisps, regardless of his rarity, are always the same strength because it takes the damage based on what our stats are, not based on what his stats are. Okay, there we go. Getting a little bit of everything that we really need right now. Is that enough damage to kill? No, because it keeps enraging the same person. How much damage is that, actually? 43. That is not enough to kill anything. I'm still going to throw it. And we get 0 devours, because that's the trend that's going on here. Infernus will clean up some kills. And then we can go from there. Very nice. And Burn will kill the other one. Now we just have to throw this down. Oops. Throw this down. It'll die to Burn. And now we just hit it with anything. Where is the anything? We'll move that down. And Infernus for the cleanup. And down it goes. What do you think now? Got it right was the hardest team you faced. Wait. What do you think now? Got it right was the hardest team you faced? Let's see. I'm not quite sure what you're asking with that. The hardest team we've ever faced so far? It would probably have to be the very annoying Double Wisp Christine X Queen Mab combo. I believe that's actually what we just faced, except a weaker version of it, due to him not having as upgraded. But that team is really frustrating right about now. It's really broken. It is very, very broken. Also, my eye is not wanting to function. Also, what was the other question? I did see another question mark. Get to in 1 second. My eye. It's better. Eye struggles. I need you to see. Take the other one. Always one eye though. Okay, anyways. Where were we? We need... What do... No, I already did that. Advice for a good defend team with Silent One. I'm thinking something around Silent One plus Kraken. Struggling to figure out the rest of that team, though. Definitely Silent One Kraken in some way, shape, or form. I guess you would end up putting a Ragnagord in it. So you could go Silent One, Ragnagord, Kraken, and one other troop then. Because you don't want to put Ragnagord up front in case they want to counter it with a Scion. And you just put the Ragnagord in there so you get a super quick amount of mana. And then from there, your Silent One will silent them. And then your Kraken keeps devouring them, and you get the extra blue into your troops and stuff like that. You would need a second blue on the team. I'm not quite sure what you'd use for last slot, maybe a Christine X or something. You need something else that ends up using blue as well, because your Silent One's going to become Silence. Personally, I don't bother really using cleanse versions of Silent One. Like, for example, you can put a Herdmaster onto your team. The biggest issue with that is the AI doesn't tend to use it as correctly most of the time. So it's not really worth using for defend purposes. Let's go do dungeons real quick. I need to go and do that before I forget. And it is Purple Day. Nothing we need to claim yet, but let's get into the fights. Okay, where is the trolls? Might as well just troll them. Troll all three of them. Is it just you, or has Devour been crazy lately? It's just really random. Sometimes it can be crazy, sometimes it does absolutely nothing. Depends on the battle. Some battles you can get it going off every single time. Other battles it won't trigger in like 3 battles straight. It likes to be very random. It's probably one of the more annoying features in the game, is how annoying Devours can be. That and Deathmark. Luckily Deathmark isn't as big a deal these days though, out of all the nerfs they did to it. They nerfed it a billion times, so now it's back to being useless again. It was released useless, and it's still, and then it was made viable, and then because they made it viable, they had to undo making it viable, and now it's basically useless again. Not as useless as it used to be, but still to the point where I wouldn't really bother building any kind of Deathmark spam team anymore. AI seems good with a Silent One. Mercy combo these days. Oh, whoa. Why did that not go the right direction? But, I don't know about that. I never really trust a AI to do a Mercy correctly. it can work, but the biggest issue is if it misses the first Mercy, the AI team basically loses. Of course, but if it hits the first Mercy, then it has a pretty good chance of winning. It's a really big hit or miss. If it hits it, it wins. If it misses, it loses. That's generally what ends up happening with it. And people that are running it in for normal PvP, if you're doing it as a normal PvP team, you'd have to basically do it for Guild Wars. Because in a normal PvP team, most people will put some kind of board control or some kind of empowered counter to it to make sure that it doesn't end up triggering. Spirit Fox, for the longest of time, used to be probably everyone's favorite counter to it. But do keep that in mind, because there are some really cheap effective combos against a Mercy. And if you're building a whole team based around that mechanic, it can fall apart pretty easily. Hello Adrian, welcome. What do you recommend you spending event keys on? Elamagrim, even though you already have 4 times Mythic Dragon Soul? No, I would not bother trying to get an Elamagrim with event keys. I know it is a really, really good troop, but if you already have 4 times Mythic on the Dragon Soul, it's the amount of keys you could have to open just to get that one Mythic is way too much. You're going to be wasting almost all your resources. I would say wait until Merlantis Kingdom comes out. I have no clue when console's getting Merlantis. Very soon, console will be caught up to PC Mobile, and currently it says PC Mobile is getting it on October 20th. So I'd assume by mid-November, you guys will probably get that Kingdom on console. So that would probably be a good thing to save your event keys for, would be for when the new Kingdoms event comes out. Which is actually the 23rd on PC Mobile. We get the Kingdom on the 20th, but the event doesn't switch over till the 23rd. Pretty much any new Kingdom is always really good to throw event keys on. Mainly because if you happen to have a reserve of event keys, that means you likely have a little bit from every single Kingdom. And if you have a little bit of every single Kingdom, then you, well, obviously would have very few in the most recent Kingdom relative to how many you already have and everything. So it's generally good to invest into whatever each of the new Kingdoms are, just to get yourself started into some kind of troop pool with them. Because of course by default you have 0 from the new Kingdom. Wisp Christine X Mab, what banner goes with this? A +1 purple, +1 blue, or +1 purple, +1 green. Probably the purple plus green. You need to make sure, guaranteed, that you give at least +1 to the Wisps, because you need them having +3 total. 2 from the Wisps themselves, an additional 1 from the banner. The other +1, or if you want to go +2, +1, really just depends on you, what you kind of want to do. I believe some people run with Frozen Banner as well, just to be able to get the double blue for Mab as well as still the +1 purple. Personally, green-purple is my favorite to run with that, though. As long as you give +1 to purple, there isn't any wrong banner. As long as you give a minimum of +1. You don't really need more than +1, though. +2 isn't really going to give you much more of a benefit relative to a +1. But there we go. That was the dungeon. That was the other thing. What's our resources at these days? I think we almost have enough for another mythic, even though I technically don't need it. Oops, I ran into the wrong thing. Let's see. Dungeon. I keep clicking dungeon. I can't wait till they change this interface, because I can't even express how many times I have misclicked that. Though I'm probably going to start misclicking even more once they change the interface. It'll take me time to get used to that. Okay, so we're at 3,220. We're still a decent ways away. I think a week until we have enough. A week and a half week. Either the end of next week or the beginning of the following week. We'd end up having enough for another mythic. Oops, wrong category. No clue what's going to be out next week. Hopefully we'll get ourselves a Fairish Ra or something. If there is a Fairish Ra, I almost want to craft a 4th one. Likely what I'm going to be doing, though, is saving them for a legend that comes out. Actually, I might just keep them on reserve in case they ever add a new mythic to the game. And they're like, oh, hey, here's a new mythic that you need to go craft with the Soul Forge. And it's only craftable in the Soul Forge, basically like Xenos. And they'll be like, no, not again. But luckily, we'll already have the resources. So I believe that's actually what I'm going to be saving it for. Just in case. Because there's a good chance that next patch brings another version of Xenos, you know, another troop that's kind of like that, and another weapon similar to Dawnbringer, where it's a mythic weapon. I'm really curious what they would do for a mythic weapon. I know for sure they're going to add more, obviously. This is the only mythic weapon currently in the game. There's a lot of potential as far as what you can do with them, though there is one thing for certain. They will be ridiculously overpowered in Arena. They are just beyond broken in Arena. Or at least the Dawnbringer is. I'm pretty sure any other one would also be similarly as broken. How is your gold at 250% in the bottom left of the map? You have Death Knight armor. Oh, probably VIP bonus. Yes, I believe one of my VIP bonuses somewhere is giving 25% gold. Well, I know for sure. I forget which one. Let me go double check. We're getting 25% extra gold from... actually, we're getting 50% extra gold. Wait, how are you getting 225? You must have partial VIP then. You would have to be at VIP 2 or higher is probably where you're at. Yeah, VIP 6 gives another 25%, so that's where the 25% difference is most likely between both our scores. Is at VIP 6 you get a little bit more. I don't think I'm ever going to get higher than VIP 7. Let's see, it's $5 per... or it's $1 per 5 points. What does that come out to then? 300 divided by 5? Yeah, 300 divided by 5. Comes out to $60. Well, I already spent a lot on the most recent things. We already spent like $30, so I don't think I'm going to be spending much more for a while. 60 is quite a bit of money to throw at the game. I believe I calculated that right. Could be even more than that, but let's just say 60, yeah. What do we even get at VIP 7? Oh, it's not even worth... Oh, yes it is. Never mind. We get extra souls. It is somewhat worth it. We get the 50% extra souls, which is technically 25% more. The extra glory key is literally irrelevant, but I wouldn't mind 25% extra souls. Though that would make it harder to calculate whenever I do soul farming videos, because I already have to account for the fact that I have 25%. It's a 25% that most people have, but still I have to account for it whenever I reduce down the score. If you buy a daily deal in the dungeon, does it give VIP points? Yes. It doesn't say that it does. Yes, they did fix it. Originally it didn't, but it does now. It was a glitch when it first came out that it didn't. If you happen to have bought it while it was glitched like that, you can actually contact support and they'll give you the VIP points for it. It was only for like a day or two though. Unless you bought it on the first day and then never bought it again, you would probably not even notice that it doesn't give VIP. That, or it might just be a visual error on some of the other ones. But yeah, if you didn't get it, definitely contact support and they can easily handle it for you. But you should be getting VIP from opening those. Literally every purchase in the game gives VIP except for one. The 2 Steam purchases that you can currently make, the 2 Steam packs, give no VIP bonus. And the main reason for this is because they sometimes give them out in keys. And these keys run for like cents. The most previous one was you got it within a $1 bundle that gave you like 10 other things with it. So a lot of people got it for, well, $1, and they were basically giving them away because they didn't need it. A lot of people who don't even play the game were just handing them out. There's still some of them in circulation. I believe most of them have been used up by now. But they do use it for bundles, those Steam giveaway thingies, for whenever they need to give something out during a bundle. Well, we'll go take out the brown. Let's see. Absol banner with that team. By the way, Daniel. Oh, what team? What team were you referring to? Sorry. Didn't end up seeing it. Crafting your second Ferrous Raw, waiting patiently, I know. It's nice once you start getting the full amount of Ferrous Raws. It makes such a gigantic impact, and since you already have one, you don't even need to worry about trading it either, which is kind of nice. Once you get the first one out the way, you already got past the hardest part, because every subsequent Ferrous Raw that you end up getting from the Soul Forge will already have all the traits done. You don't need to do it every single time, because like all other troops, once you trade up one of them and level up one of them, they're all traded and leveled. So every Ferrous Raw, you don't need to bother doing it again. They're already done. 1 HP. That'd have been really annoying if he had lived with that. He was already burning, plus the explosion, though. So he had plenty to die with. Trouble with playing on your phone with a 4-inch screen? I have no clue how you can play this game on the phone. I have no clue how anyone can ever play a match 3 game on their phone. I misclick while using mouse. Mouse and keyboard. Well, technically just mouse, because keyboard doesn't really do anything. But I can misclick with a mouse with this big of a board. Yet, I don't know, if I was doing it with my fingers, my finger would be like, whoop. That would be my finger. Also, what does it even look like when I'm covering it like that? Yeah, that would be my finger. It's like, whoop, covers the whole board. Yeah, that's how big my finger would be too. It's like, oh, nope, too big, can't move it. Not sure my fingers aren't that big, but that would be the problem, most likely. Move that over. Move that down, get the purple, double the brown, and hopefully get lucky. Oh, excuse me. Good, we got lucky. Problem is there's no purple. We'll move that up. Double the purple. Move that up. Element Grim. Never mind. Move that aside. Now we Element Grim. Now we Element Grim again. And Infernus cleans. Actually, anything could have cleaned at that point. Even a skull could have done it. You tried it on your phone once. Yeah, it's not fun. You got the Xbox One a little while after, so you switched to the console version. It's hard to play on mobile with a small screen. Yeah, I could never stand playing on that small of a screen. I already have bad enough vision. That would make it even worse. You misclick more on PC? I do, ever since they switched over to Unity. I misclick like crazy on PC. The way that you swipe gems, the mechanics to it has slightly changed. It's a lot more sensitive, where if you drag it slightly like to the side, it's a lot more sensitive in what direction it ends up going. Like if we do this like to the like that, it'll sometimes do it to the right instead of downwards, even though I'm directly dragging it downwards. The previous version prior to them going to Unity never did that, but ever since they switch over to Unity, it's kind of sensitive like that now. It's really annoying. Okay, Scion, can you stop getting skulls? Also, Famine, stop being Famine. I think we lost already. We just started the battle. Well, definitely don't take mana, because he's just going to drain us even more. Okay, now we're basically just starting over at a disadvantage. We'll take the brown, let him do whatever. Oh, he already died. At least red go into him directly now, if nothing else. We'll take a red. He'll do whatever. Move that over. We have our chance. Move that over. Now we just need to randomly get lucky off the barely any purple on the board. 6 of them. That is a very bad odd right there. We're gonna wait till some more purple comes. Never mind, we don't have a chance. He's gonna drain us. And we miss. And that's pretty much match. Move that over. What last chance do we have? Do we directly let him sign on us? I believe so. We'll let him do that. Move that down. Get an Element Grim ready. No! Okay, Brown Surge. That gives them free greens. Let's take this Brown Surge. Oh no, never mind. That's being blocked. I have to take a purple. Ooh, that's even worse. Okay, we'll take that. Move that over. Our last chance. He has 3 HP and they have a bunch of true damage. Okay, we got it. Not enough though. Maybe he'll drain the one that has full mana instead of the one that has 23 mana. Nope, that's match. Oh, you know what? We can actually still win with Infernus. There we go. You got this, Infernus. There we go. Double burn kill. Also, that's something I haven't seen in a very, very long time. A quad burn kill. I think I've done it about twice. The earlier you are in the game, the easier, of course, that is to do. But a quad burn kill. It was kind of like the quad Queen Mab with the mana burn earlier. Except even rarer, because the burn is only 3 damage. Queen Mab can hit like 30, 40, 50. Hello, Red Devil. Welcome. For today's Guild Wars, you got 7,250. Hey, that's funny. That's the exact same score we ended up getting. While losing 2 troops. Wait, that's exactly what we ended up losing. And having a couple of Devourers. That's exactly what we ended up doing. Isn't Devourer supposed to lower your score? Yes, it does. But because you're winning so much quicker, you're still maintaining the score. It's not exactly that Devourer lowers your score. It's that it doesn't count for any damage. So, as long as you have a higher amount of damage than your enemy, you're generally fine. And if you're already winning that hard, you probably already are beating them on damage. It's just sometimes devouring them too much can make it so you're not ahead of them on damage. But you're also getting more points just from winning quicker and in less moves. And it can help you sometimes more than it actually ends up hurting you. Though that is really funny. Because we ended up losing 2 troops, going Devour as well, and we got the exact same score. 7,250 on the dot. That was quite coincidental. Interesting. Only problem you get on PC is trying to drag troops into a team. It seems to just go wild. I hate the way that they changed that as well. You used to be able to set something into a specific slot, but you can't do that anymore. For example, let's say I wanted a mirror in 3rd slot. Boom. Oh, it doesn't go there. Okay, I want this ancient horror in 3rd slot. Nope, doesn't go there. Okay, I want this thing in 4th. Okay, it doesn't go there. But, yeah. But, once you, get it in, you can then put it there. But, for some reason, you can no longer directly put it there, which annoys me. Because sometimes I like building my team ahead of time. So now, if I want to go build a team, I basically just have to put 4 random troops into a team, and then I need to put the troops that I want to put in into their respective spots. But I can't just go like, I'm here, 3rd slot, and nope, it just goes all the way to 1st, which is really annoying. Let's see. Oh, I guess you'll change your phone now anyways. There's a hurricane coming tomorrow. Oh, hope you go good through the hurricane. Best of luck with everything. Make sure to have candles and everything. And lights. I always make sure to keep a little light thing next to my bed in case that ever does happen. Always got to make sure. Let's see. You wish you could put a troop in a certain spot before it's full. Yeah, same here. That used to be possible. It's not possible anymore, though. You don't mean to cause any harm. You promise not to. Wait, what were you saying, Strahd? Let's see. Oh, was it? Wait, is this storm actually called Hurricane Strahd? I actually haven't been keeping up with the recent hurricanes as of recently. Too many news. Too much news everywhere between the shooting and everything else. It's like, need a break from news. It's getting too depressing. Let's see. Anyways, guys, I believe I'm going to be heading off for the night. Best of luck through the Hurricane Bridget and anyone else affected by it. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. We will be back same time tomorrow, as we are every night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're also going to be back tomorrow for the... Oh, it's called Hurricane Nate. Okay. We're also going to be back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 13 hours from now, where we're going to be going over basically what we did earlier today. Just probably mess around with the new Mythic and whatever else you guys have questions with, or just whatever else we want to mess with. Probably be on my other Let's Play account as well, doing that. But anyways, hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe from the hurricane, and I'll see y'all later. Goodbye.